To Stephanie Venn-Watson, who is actually a veterinarian that can treat multiple species, and she's the director of the Translational Research and Medicine program. So welcome, Stephanie.
Have you noticed that we are surrounded by superpowers? Heat vision, super strength, super speed, 200-year lifespans. Today on Earth, there are 1.8 million eukaryotic species, and all of these species have evolved specific traits that allow them to survive in the most challenging environments. So what happens when we bring together physicians, veterinarians, and scientists to make groundbreaking discoveries all under one umbrella: health? Healthy planets, healthy animals, and healthy humans. Well, I'm going to show you what's been happening by putting together this amazing team on the screen with one very special species, the bottlenose dolphin, and how together we're making groundbreaking discoveries that are changing the way we think about how we may stem the global diabetes pandemic. But before I go further into that story, I do want to share with you how deep my passion and my nerdiness runs with this One Health concept. For here I am 35 years ago, standing by my first place science fair poster that says, "What do starfish and human bodies have in common?" So I've been in this for a while, and this is crazy exciting to be standing up here talking to you today. Okay, our story today starts 50 years ago with the creation of the Navy's Marine Mammal Program, which today is based in beautiful Point Loma, San Diego. And this is where the Navy's dolphins go out in the open ocean every day, and every day choose to come back. As a veterinarian, it's why I'm with this program. And this is Dr. Sam Houston Ridgway. He was an Air Force veterinarian, now affectionately known as the father of marine mammal medicine. And Sam has helped the program not only become the leader in marine mammal medicine, but also in marine mammal science. The Navy program today has over 1,000 peer-reviewed scientific publications. And so it's with this rich half-century history of medicine and science that has allowed the Navy's marine mammals to get the absolute best of care. And just like you and I going to our doctors, well, better than me going to my doctor, the Navy's dolphins get routine health exams, voluntary monthly blood samples that gets archived, in-water full-body ultrasounds, and even safe and trained transports to hospitals for CT scans to pick up kidney stones in this geriatric dolphin here. And so those of us at the National Marine Mammal Foundation are privileged not only to help provide the care of the Navy's dolphins and sea lions, but we're now able to go beyond the Navy's mission and look at research at the intersect of marine mammal and human health. And so our scientists, along with our collaborators, the team I showed earlier, are now looking to unlock the secrets long held by dolphins, from how they can sleep one half brain at a time to why they don't get cancer. And today we're going to dive deeper into our Dolphins and Diabetes project. Okay, so the first question I always get right off the bat, which is probably going through your minds, are what do dolphins and people possibly have in common? Well, it ends up that we do have some important common ground. The first being that we both have really large brains, and those brains need lots of readily available glucose to keep running. The second is that dolphins and humans have red blood cells that can rapidly transport glucose. This was a physiological trait that was once believed to be unique to primates, including humans, until they looked at cetaceans, including bottlenose dolphins. These are the only two groups known to have these traits. And now we know over the past 7 years of research with our team that dolphins, just like people, can get metabolic syndrome or prediabetes, what's called prediabetes in people. And just like humans, dolphins with prediabetes or metabolic syndrome can get iron overload and fatty liver disease, a special type of kidney stone, urate kidney stones, as well as elevated insulin, triglyceride, glucose, and chronic inflammation. And so with this important parallel, we know that this is an important disease for those of us in the US and globally. Prediabetes today in the US impacts 86 million people in the United States. That's 1 in every 3 people sitting in this room. And so with the importance of this disease and the parallels between dolphins and people, our team has developed this fantastic dream team and a 5-year strategic plan to address 4 specific aims. Our first is to monitor diabetes with breath. And this work was actually started by Sam in the late 1970s, where he had dolphins blow bubbles into a funnel and he analyzed their air. Today we're working with the world's experts in human breath analysis, and they are, forgive the pun, completely blown away by how beautiful, big, compound rich, and clean the dolphin breath is, how much it represents what's in their blood. And now we're working with this team to really hone in on specific panel of biomarkers in the dolphin breath that then we can narrow down and look to make handheld breath sensors for monitoring and detecting diabetes in people. Our second aim is to prevent, manage, and treat diabetes with fish. Dolphins, all they eat are fish. So how do we get some dolphins with metabolic syndrome and others without it? And what we have found with our research is that a fish is not a fish. And we've been able to identify specific nutrients in fish that are present in some fish, but not all, that when fed at higher levels to dolphins over 24 weeks is normalizing their triglycerides, insulin, and glucose. So stay tuned, you'll hear more about this one hopefully in the coming months. We are now working with 2 children's hospitals to look for similar nutrient deficiencies that may be present in kids with type 1 and type 2 diabetes. Our third aim is to stem the negative effects of hyperglycemia. So this is one of our most exciting aims that we have in our portfolio here. And it's because unlike humans, dolphins don't progress from metabolic syndrome to type 2 diabetes. And so we're looking specifically at what mechanisms the dolphins may use. Our current area of focus is that it looks like dolphins have developed, because of their diving capabilities, a super antioxidative state. And so we're trying to understand how they're able to use the state, not only to stem the negative, chronic long-term negative effects of diabetes, but potentially of aging itself. Our fourth aim is to find the diabetes off switch. So back in 2007, we discovered that dolphins could readily switch in and out of both an insulin-resistant and insulin-deficient, or type 2 and type 1 diabetes-like states. And when we announced that discovery with the world responded with tremendous enthusiasm and hope. And this included a super fun conversation with Ira on Science Friday. So today we're working with the Salk Institute, the switchmaster, Dr. Mark Montminy, who is mining the dolphin genome. And in fact, he has found a transcription factor, or a genetic switch, in the dolphin genome, which when overexpressed in mouse and human cell lines, is taking the first steps toward turning glucose production down, the potential off switch. So now we're looking at that as a candidate for a potential gene therapy for people. So today, right now, literally right now, we are breaking through the surface of this long-held concept of One Health. We are finding ways to bring together the absolute best minds to be able to rapidly translate science into new and applied cures. 1.8 million eukaryotic species. This is what we've been able to do with the right minds, with one aspect of one species. We have a lot of exciting work ahead, hopefully with many of you here in the room. And so perhaps, as humans, our ability for us to be able to come together and innovate for the greater good is our superpower. We do have a very important, hopefully you've seen from this talk, this really is right now an important opportunity where we could really have a big impact. I invite you to come and find us, talk to us, join us. Thank you.